I'm starting to fall even more in love with everyday, regular people. Because, for instance, I went to Dollar General, which is a store, and I got some stuff. My parents are going to a family get-together at my old elementary school, and the kids are invited to this one, but I'm not going because I'm not one of the kids. I'm one of the divine. And so are they, but they wouldn't want to hear me saying that to them either because they're all, like not all of them, some of them are overweight, some of them are, sort of don't have the best mentality or the best way of living, and that's fine. But they're all magically divine, and I can't go there and talk like that to them because they don't accept it. It's just a weird thing. So I went to Dollar General to buy my mom and dad some stuff that they could take with them there. Because even though I'm not going, I want to make sure that I can contribute to it. So I bought them the snacks and stuff they're taking. And while I was there, the worker was a guy, and he was definitely gay. Super tight pants, and he talked like that. And I was like, But before, even lovingly, I would just avoid that because I don't want people that are that confused to be someone I try to speak with and have a conversation with that's intelligent. Because when people are like, I can't say people like that, a lot of people like that play their character so hard that all they are is gay. If that makes any sense. Because they do. They play that gayness so hard that they're just gay. And they live that. They've absorbed that title and taken it on. Well, this guy was definitely a flaming gay person, but because my heart is open, like I just talked to them about everyday normal stuff, about the products I'm getting, about taurine, how he said he thought it was bull sperm, and I was like, well, I should make a Red Bull video and be like, Red Bull gives you wings. Why? Because it's got taurine in it. Why is it called Red Bull? Because it's taurine, and a Taurus is a bull. So therefore, people incorporated that into bull sperm. No, it's found in bulls. Just like bone broth, you get the good stuff out of the bones from bone broth. Well, you don't need bone broth, because bone broth necessarily means that you had to take something's bones in order to do it. Now, if you're salvaging or collecting bones out of a pasture of dead animals, that's different, but you're not going to want to use those bones. What are you using? They're using the bones that they can't use for all the other butcher stuff they use it for, the meat, the products. And they can't use the bones, so now they put it in broth, and it's great for you. People believe it. Well, it's the basis. Your bones are the basis of your structure. So, taurine is actually a nutrient, a chemical, a vitamin, a mineral, whatever you want to call it, any of those things. It's one of those that comes from what they eat. It's not because they pissed in a cup or spermed in a cup and they're like, hey, let's give this a scientific name, taurine. No, it's because that specific thing is found in the foods they eat. That's why they're a Taurus. That's why certain things are the way they are. I mean, I don't want to go breaking down all stuff because there's more details that I'd be leaving out. And when I do that, some people say, well, you're missing this thing. And I'm like, well, actually, if I took a little time, I could show you what I mean by that. But just take my words as they are because I'm right. I'm not trying to be. I just am. I know I am. God is in me. Always. Doesn't leave. Just like you, but you haven't invited him there to stay and actually interacted with it and been like, oh my goodness, this is really here. Something I never believed, something I never would have imagined, something nobody ever imagined. Even the people trying to explain it, it's nothing compared to what my life is like. Nothing. No mystical story fascinates me at all. I'm like, that's just my normal Tuesday afternoon. Why is that massive? Why is that intense? You know, if there was a big hubbub and there was a big war broke out and we had swords and shields and fights and fists and stuff, you know, I've been there and done that. So therefore, I'm not afraid of that, but I don't want to do it because it's not needed. In order for us to live right and necessarily be proper to each other, fighting, war, swords, guns, none of those even make a damn iota of sense. They don't make anything. They don't do anything. They're not helping if you use them on living things. if you use them to eradicate living things. Anyway, so we had that conversation, and it was amazing. And there was this part where I could tell he found me attractive, but I don't find anyone attractive anymore. Not by looks. I mean, his personality was quite attractive. It was pretty cool. He was a cool guy. But I see how confused he is. Nobody's born as a male that's supposed to be a female. And nobody's born as a female that's supposed to be a male. You did this to yourself in a non-time place before you decided to join back into time. Now, that's a very simple way to put it, but that's how it is. You don't talk in English, but you can. You can talk in whatever language you want. You talk in sensible things. You talk in sense. You know what you're doing. You're going to do this because you want to understand how this feels, not how words are placed in that area. When you have pain, it isn't the word pain. It's something, somewhere in you. That's the sensation. That's what you live. That's what you really are. The words are confusing you until you start using them right. And that's why I have to explain the alphabet to people. So, it was a great adventure over to Dollar General, and now I'm heading back to give my parents their stuff so they can take off and leave me there by myself so I can work on some more videos and do some recording. I feel bad not going to family events, but the family, that isn't my family. Like, I love them. They're just a little teeny tiny fragment of my family. My mom and dad, they're a main part of me. Their brothers and sisters aren't even really a main part of them, and yet I can see that. They get together, they gossip about whatever, they complain about some things here and there, they chuckle once in a while, they eat some food they shouldn't be eating together, they make it for each other. Like, if you love them, you wouldn't make them that garbage. I'm sorry, you're taking sloppy joes, you're killing them when you give that to. Maybe not right away, maybe not in 60 years, but you're killing them a little, and it's actually affecting their body in a negative way. They can overcome that, yes, but if they keep doing it, no. So don't contribute. But you love them, so take them some garbage. But people aren't conscious enough to do that. And if they are, and they hear me say this, then why are they doing it? Because they want to kill their family? No, because they're not conscious. And they just don't want to hear that because it's offensive. I get it. I was offended by myself when God told me that he was me explaining myself to myself. And I got offended. Very angry. Very angry. Wanted to die. Because Dan Alexander means nothing. Never has. And it's really hard to swallow that. When you realize that your individual ego means nothing, that's hard to swallow. But it doesn't mean kill yourself because your individual ego that meant nothing all of a sudden is something that you realize meant nothing. Because it never did. So why kill yourself over it? No, you wipe the slate clean and go, you know, whatever I used to be, I don't have to be anymore. Literally. And not just say it and figuratively, but do it. Be something different. Be somebody. Go do something worth doing. So, you can be gay, you can be straight, you can be bi, you can be whatever you want to be. Just be love and be good to others. Till next time, peace.